playability. You just got to make sure that in the front, you're making sure you're containing him, because you give him that little sliver of space, he'll take it. You know, and he's looking to run around to throw the ball. You know, and if he does get you in open space, he'll try and juke you too. So you got to make sure you're on point with him.
And how much do you enjoy primetime games?
Love them. But it's a situation where you don't want to make the moment bigger than what it is. You want to come ready to go no matter what the situation is. I think when the lights are brighter, just gives you even more of an opportunity to go out and show exactly who you are. And so that's exactly what we're looking to do.
Broncos won their last game, but some of the fans were actually booing their performance in that game. So how hungry are you expecting to see the Broncos now in that?
Yeah, no, I'm sure they're just trying to get things worked out. They have a new coaching staff, new players on their team. It's only the second game of the season, and we're going into game 3, and I'm expecting this for them to be their best outing. You know, every single week, every team gets better, more cohesion, and they have too talented of a roster, especially on offense, to continue to get better.
As a leader,
Describe what that's like when you're not sure he's rolling out there, you're not sure if he's going to pass, he's going to run. Because pump fakes. What goes through your mind when you're trying to figure out what in the world he's going to do?
For us, it's really just trying to make sure you plaster, find the man nearest to you, and wait for him to actually cross the line before you try to go and chase after him. He's done a great job actually getting out the pocket, throwing balls all over the place. So it's mean it off.
How about just the defense?
The biggest primetime game of the week, so super stoked for that.
Steve Kerr was here at walkthrough. Did you get a chance to talk to him? I mean, I know he's kind of.
I did not. I knew he looked familiar. I definitely knew that. But no, I didn't get to talk to him. But that's cool. He's here. I hope he's got some stuff that he shared with Kyle that maybe Kyle passes on to us.
Do you talk with any of the local Bay Area athletes? Just I know you're in your season now, but do you have any close relationship with guys around here?
I mean, a little bit here and there. Sometimes we're at the same autograph signings and stuff. So like I've ran into Clay a few times. But everyone's very supportive of each other. Just want to start with, I don't want to downplay how much we feel for Trey. You know, that was our guy. We wish he was still out here and doing his thing. But it's been a good transition. And granted, it's been 2 days. So for what we've experienced so far, it's been good and seamless. I mean, Jimmy's been our quarterback here. This is his 6th year. So, you know, you would expect him to be familiar and know what we're doing.
and seeing him taking on a little bit of that backup role initially, but how have you been able to see, has he had the same mindset, anticipating being a starter even though that wasn't the game plan from week 1?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely was a little different to see him in that backup role at first. But even then, I still remember the first practice that he was back here. You immediately notice Jimmy, just his presence and his command, and that's something that now that he's back to being a starter, that he's flipped right back on and has done a really good job.
When people talk about his voice in the huddle, what is it, Jimmy's voice?
It's just clear, it's distinctive. He's a leader. It's commanding. That's just kind of something that I've literally said from 6 years ago. That was one of the first things I noticed about Jimmy when he steps into the huddle. It's just how much he takes command of the huddle, and it's just really well at orchestrating that sort of stuff.
What about at the line of scrimmage, his cadence? The first day he was back at practice, we heard him from the other side of the fence. Is he the loudest quarterback that you've worked with?
Yeah, you're definitely going to hear Jimmy's cadence, and it's a positive, too, because we're going to be in a noisy environment, and regardless of how noisy it is out there, we're still going to be moving, we're still going to be using cadence, so, to have Jimmy's voice echoing out there will help.
After the game, you said it felt like a return to 49ers football. How would you describe 49ers football?
I didn't say it was a return, I just said it felt like Niners football, which I really meant it kind of felt the same. We've been running the ball since the first snap of this season, so that's what I was kind of getting at, is that not too much had really changed.